Today's story is about the brown wasp mantidfly, Climaciola brunea. This is a really unique insect that I've been hoping to find in my yard here in southern Michigan at some point, and I finally did last night right around sunset as I was poking around the Canada goldenrod to see if there were any interesting pollinators. And instead of a pollinator, I found this predatory insect that is really unique. The name is pretty deceiving because this thing is not what you might think it is. It's not a mantis, not a wasp, and not a fly. It's its own thing. It's a Neuropteran. Neuroptera is a taxonomic order of insects, kind of on the same level as Diptera, which is the flies, Odonata, which is the damselflies and dragonflies, or Hymenoptera, which is all the bees and ants. So this is really a very unique organism from a very interesting group. And the poster child for this group are the lacewings. Here's a green lacewing I saw in my yard earlier this summer. You can see lacewings at night if you're hanging UV lights to attract moths. That's where they commonly show up. But the mantid fly is going to be more of a day walker. You're going to find him around flowers and places that insects that he'd like to ambush would show up. Here you see him just crawling around, acting like a mantis, climbing with those big front arms. The wasp part of him is more of a defensive thing. That big abdomen, it really looks like a wasp, looks like it ought to have a big stinger on it, but it doesn't. There's nothing he can do with it to hurt you. He does like waving it around to intimidate potential predators, but no harm done there. That's just all for show. It makes for a really pretty insect. Front end's a mantis, the back end's a wasp. There are only a little over 4,000 reports of this insect at iNaturalist, probably because they tend to hide so much. You can see it shows up pretty much anywhere, particularly the Great Lakes, the Northeast US, the Gulf Coast, and Atlantic Coast. But you could find this thing almost anywhere, and if you do, please be a good citizen scientist and report it at iNaturalist. I'll put a link to its page down in the description for you so you can do that if you happen to see one of these beauties in your backyard. Not the most graceful chap, but a real treat to find lurking around your goldenrod on a summer evening. If you like this story, please like and subscribe to see more cool stuff. Drop a comment below if you can. All of that helps me out a lot. Visit our website, watch some of these other videos, but most importantly, please get outside and look around.